Hello there, everyone. Alexman here, and welcome to Splatoon 2 Story Mode, the base story mode. How's it going, everyone? Today, we're going to be starting up a new file, as we always do. Let's start with our ability of our inkling, because we do this every time you start up Splatoon 2 for the first time. You do get the skin color and all the stuff in your eyes and everything. We got to make sure to keep our inkling the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, we can go with that. Why not? Gonna make our character here. Again, we're going through the story mode. This is a new file I have on that's separate from my online profile. So it doesn't have any online, so we're just doing it because we're just doing the story mode for this playthrough, folks. We're okay with that. Let's go. Let's get into the game, folks. How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys have been enjoying it. It's I have to say it's about time to get to Splatoon 2 story, since we've been doing the multi-fests of so many times over, and we're like, finally, you're getting to the story. Yeah, I know, it's been a long time coming. You think you're too cool for school? Well, let's see what you got here. Look, little green, let's start with the basics. Alright, we just gotta aim like that. You have to use the motion controls. And we can use the Y button here. So it's gonna tell you all the controls you could ever want. Because the game expects you, because this is Nintendo's way of, testing out if you can actually play the game well enough to actually get the basic tutorial. It's always usual, the basic tutorial. ZR uses the gun to shoot, use the L trigger to move, the L control stick. It's cool that it's using the Pro controller. So I'm pretty sure it will switch depending which controller you're using. So I think that actually would be kind of cool in that regard. But again, as usual, Splatoon 2 has these, just like this first game, we have a tutorial segment we have to get through as quickly as possible. Now, I would say it's not as tedious as the first one, which was really holding your hand. This one's like, the game actually expects you to know actually how to play the game from the Wii U era. So, bear that in mind as we can do here. Let's get through here. We can swim through grates as our usual. Watch out for different colored ink, so that we don't, die or anything of that sort. And, well, if you guys knew about Splatoon 1, the last end where Final Fest was, the final Splatfest Splatoon 1, is what basically influenced, whoever won that side would have basically influenced the story for the second game. So I hope you guys were on Team Callie or Team Marie, for that Final Fest. And so, we get to see what that outcome was ultimately about. So let's head into town. Let's go. And just like normal, we have to see what would be online for the base stages for the game as well. As we jump into Inkopolis Square, I think this is what it's called. It's not the plaza anymore. Nope, not from Splatoon 1. It is the square. With a lot of different features to walk around in. I would say I guess we could say it's a sort of a streamlined idea of the hub itself. Because I remember Splatoon 1's plaza was very wide and very open. And it was like, it was a long time to take over from one side to the other, and I think they just basically, for the development of this game, they're like, you know what, we get to shrink up the HUD a little bit, so you know exactly where to get to and everything. We're introduced to Pearl Marina, which, unfortunately, the space story mode of the game does not put any pressure on them in terms of the story, which I think is what should have happened. I think they should have been involved in the base story. Now, they were involved in the Octo expansion, but I think that was a little too late. Because everyone was expecting, that, or you could say that these two, of Off the Hook, were, Pearl Marina, were just temporary replacements for the Squid Sisters, because the Squid Sisters weren't around and everything. So We have to, like saying we're just here for temporary. But nope, these are the two, again, Pearl and Maria are the new Squid Sisters of the game. And we got another broadcaster. We got to new broadcasting. The Zapfish has disappeared yet again. Ugh. You think after the last game, you think we put a tracker on that thing. But also, there's more. Pop star Callie of the Squid Sister has gone missing. Not Callie, this is terrible. You gotta do something, Maria. What do you expect her to do? I gotta put a search party. Well, I'm sure they'll turn up at some point. Now the news. But shouldn't we form a search party or something? And again, Maria gets cut off by Pearl like so much. And then we got the DLC of the Octo expansion have to go into here. Again, if you're playing this game for the first time, you have to see all this. Where the Octolings would be playable if you play the DLC of Octo expansion. Just trying to get through this as quickly as possible because this is DLC we're not touching at the moment. Pearl is just so oblivious to what is happening on the world. Alright, well, don't get cooked. Stay off the hook. You got it. You got it. And now, there we go. Welcome to Inkopolis Square, the new nerve center of Inkling culture. That's the Deca Tower in front of you. One of the tallest buildings of all Inkopolis. I was said really fast there. There's a lobby on the first floor of the Deca Tower for online battles. Over there, we got the Galleria, Inkopolis' most popular shopping center. You can buy the freshest gear and weapons to use in battle. But the shops are pretty exclusive, and they won't serve you unless you're not fresh enough. What else? Oh, that creepy shop back there. Rumor has it they're hiring for some sketchy job. Might want to think twice before you apply there unless you really need money. And that brings us to the Shoal. The coolest hangout all in Inkopolis, and only if it's available if you're in handheld mode with your friends. That's where the Inklings go to meet up with nearby friends for both competitive and cooperative play. Then next we have... Huh? Who's that mysterious squid back there? It's almost like... No, she'd never hang out in a place like this. And those clothes, yeah, must be someone else. What's this mean, or does that just always seem a little fishy? Yeah, definitely something fishy over there. Probably best to ignore it. And ignore it we shall. Anyway, you should check out the lobby of Deca Tower. That's where you can get your Splat on. But we don't have Nintendo Switch Online, though. So you can get over here. They have a box here that has like all the gear from all the Splatfests that you've never, or just a gear you can actually have in the game itself. But we're not worried about that. Why don't we talk to this mysterious fellow that's over here? Hey, no, get back here! Yeah. Alright, where is she? Where did that Inkling go? Where'd it go? Oh, she's right there. The Octarians. Oh, hi. Hey, you showed up. As soon as I saw you aimlessly wandering around the square, I knew you were the one. I'm Marie. I know you're probably a bit starstruck, but I need you to get over it. Yes, I am that Marie. You know, from the Squid Sisters. Never heard of you. You've never heard of me? For real? Nope, never heard of you once. Well, you obviously aren't very cultured, but you'll have to do. See, I got this little thing I need you to help with. By now you've heard that the great Zapfish that powers the Inkopolis Square is missing. Well, it's not just missing, it's been squidnapped by the Octarian menace. How do I know this? On the surface, I may just look like an absurdly talented pop star. But in truth, I'm Agent 2 of the new Squid Splatoon, a secret society of heroes who saved the world from the Octarians. Now, I've been trying to keep an eye on the Octarians in my downtime, but I'm a busy girl. If only Callie was around to lend a hand. I need you to get to the great Zapfish back from those slimy Octarians. What do you say? Are you in? I guess I have no say in the matter. So, I'll take your awkward silence as a yes. Welcome aboard. You are now Agent 4 of the new Squid Splatoon. I even brought you a brand new hero suit as a signing bonus. And look at that, it fits like a glove. Not bad for an old hand-me-down. Now, let's go tear those Octarians limb from limb. From limb, from limb, from limb, from limb, and, well, you get the picture. Oh yeah, the entrances to the Octarian realm are invisible, so you have to ink them to reveal them. Alright, we're finally actually able to move in this world. This is the hub world. This is the Octarian Canyon as from the last time. And we got a lot of different stuff to see. Like Callie, it's not the Captain Cuttlefish anymore. Nope, Marie is now taking the helm as our main, person of voice, our voice of reason, as well as our voice for everything else. We are a silent protagonist. Now, we got the same gun we got last time, but unfortunately, the gun's firing rate is a little lower than normal. Well, that's to mean that we're going to have to learn about an upgrade system that we get into later. But for now, the hub world here has actually gotten a little bit more expansive. There's balloons everywhere you can break and able to get new, to give a reason to explore the world, as it were. Now, there's a few things to unlock here. You just got to get quickly because the balloons will fly away really, really fast later on. So you just got to be quick about it. But, you know, use your normal Splatoon skills, and we get a sunken scroll formatter. There's a sunken scroll for all the main areas of the hub worlds, as well as a thing called a Sidarian, or basically some sort of fishing material that allows us to upgrade stuff. So we got welcome to the Octo Canyon, the world's most gorgeous gorge. Collect all these commemorative souvenir stickers. Well, that will have to do. We also need to find, I think it's down here. Oh, and I fell down into the bottomless pit. Oh, we're just having a great start, aren't we, folks? I was not expecting to fall in the bottomless pit there. But just like in the original game, we have to find all of the stops to all the little portals, because the portals are hidden. And after we find all of them, we can just fast travel to them, which makes it really, really nice. There is our Ceridarium right there. That'll be an item that we need to use later to upgrade our guns. Our guns and unlock special items. Our sub-weapons, as it were. So we just have to keep that in mind. So I'm basically going to be unlocking like all of the stops here so that we know how to use every one of them. There's that one. And so now we hit, I think, yep, here we go. Get Sector 1. We can jump to level 1 right here. Return to the Octarians. Rescue the Zapfish. So let's rescue it now, folks. Now, I said every level does have a Ceridarium, a Salmonarium, as well as a sunken scroll to find. So bear that in mind as you look around. Sometimes they can be out in the open, but sometimes they can be pretty well hidden. So, just like in Splatoon 1, the game technically starts you out in some sort of, area where you need to learn how the mechanics of the single player is going to be going down. Octarians are back as the main antagonists, as they will be everywhere. And they all have taken new forms and everything to be a little more deadly. So now we gotta learn how to swim silently in our ink, so that we can get around this guy here. And basically kill him around the spot. We find boxes that are in orange color. They'll mostly drop a power egg for you. These power eggs are basically your collectible, your money for the game. You can use the R button, not ZR, but just R to throw your special sub-item, which right now we only have is the Splat Bomb, which uses up a lot of ink to use. We gotta watch out for that. We got more Octarians. Now this, a criticism I think I said in the previous game is that you're only allowed to use only one weapon and only 3 sub-weapons to your name. So, by all accounts, this game kind of improves on what was lacking in Splatoon 1's story. It's not much of an improvement, but at least the idea was, you know, looked at for. You gotta watch out for being inked too much. You will lose your armor or your clothing for the moment. But if you get hit again, you will die. But the clothing does respawn over time. As well as beforehand, there are power-ups to collect to get you better armor, as well as the special weapon varieties. So we need to find our way through. We need to find a key. I do believe this is where like the second scroll is. No, so I think the scroll is at the very end of the level. I think this is where the Ceridarium is. I think. I want to say yes. If not, then we'll be further down the stage. Throw that bomb right up there. Booyah! Take you all down. And if I do miss a sunken scroll or something, we'll definitely come back and get it. I hope I don't want to miss it, so I don't think I will miss it. But if we do, in the case we do miss it, we will come back for it. Make a double check. I haven't missed anything here. Because again, you just have to look around effectively. Because again, it's always the jump portal is always a one-way trip. All right, here we go. And the music is about okay. Here we go. Like the music is actually pretty good. I like the music of the stages and everything. And it's about the same as on par as Splatoon 1's story mode music. So it's pretty good all around. What we got right there originally, though, is armor. It'll basically take one full splat to destroy it. So it's good to keep up on hand. We also have these new types of boxes, which are now wrapped up in tape, which apparently is more ink resistant, doubling their health. And I don't know why that tape would do that, but you never know. Tape could not be inked, probably, or inked very easily. You come on top of here, there's just some power eggs for us to take if we need to. You know, you don't have to collect the egg. Just simply, you know, hitting it with your ink will automatically collect it for you. So, use that if you're out of range for a power egg of some sort. Every level you get 3 lives. And if you die, if you die, technically, you come back to the same checkpoint you initially passed. But if you do pass a checkpoint, though, and you're low on a life, you do get a life back. So, make sure to keep that in mind. We want to come up here beyond this portal, though. We don't want to jump in the warp just yet over here. Is that right there is our Ceridarium, right there. Booyah. And you know, I'm probably butchering that name a lot. Most likely I'll have the name on screen in post, so bear that in mind. Whoop. We also have these some fish eggs. Or these, like these, you know, like the onion rings and whatnot. I know they're not onion rings, but jumping through them will get you a few more of the power eggs for you to collect. And I tell you, some way down the line, the game gets kind of stingy with getting eggs and whatnot. At least getting the currency and everything. It's kind of, I would say, kind of picky. Because after a while, you're just finding, because there are times where, because the power eggs in this game are basically just used to not only buy gear in the hub world, but they are also allow you to upgrade your weapons in this mode. And sometimes the weapon cost can be really high. There's our second scroll right there. We are easy now to complete the stage. Oh, we go this way. Now I hope that you know, Splatoon 3 will be on the will be coming out pretty soon, hopefully, and hopefully that will have more varied environments. Because more often than not, folks, we got these environments that are just going to be sort of like in these, you know, octodomes from before. All right, we have our special rockets. Get as many of them in there and just fire away. Booyah! Come on! No, get these guys out of here. All right, go, go, go. Now this game has a very awkward completion bonus, and we'll see it once we get there, and that type of mechanic comes into play. But You, in order basically to 100% this game, you have to basically beat every stage with every one of the base weapons that this game has to offer. So that's going to be like almost at least 7, I think it's 7 or 8 different playthroughs of the stage, playing with a different weapon type. And you unlock new weapon types as you go along through the game. But if you do that, though, you do get to use that weapon in multiplayer. So if you like that, then that's a good reason for you to play the single-player game as many times as you wish. All right, we need to grab the Zepfish, and let's get out of here. Huzzah!